Have you understood the guitar? Because you can now you can play it really well, of course.
I understood it the moment I saw it,
Okay,
when I was in kindergarten, but not understood it like I do, you know, like to how to play it. I understood the infrastructure of how to play it in my mind. Like the fingers go here, the pick goes there, you hit it hard, you hit it soft, you strum it, you play lead on it. But it was sort of like understanding how to cook, but never cooking.
Yeah.
You know, like understanding that, and some people don't. They understand other things.
Yeah.
You know, like if I look at a piece of art, a beautiful piece of art, like I go to the Van Gogh Museum, I love Van Gogh, you know, he moves me. I can't for the life of me understand how anybody can do that. I don't see it in my head at all. I'm completely ignorant to the process of creating art. I mean, sure, I understand, you know, he takes the paintbrush and they do this and they do this, but I can't visualize that stuff in my head and then make it real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have different brain muscles. Musicians think in musical terms.
No, but sometimes people say when you get a chance to really acknowledge, get the knowledge of something, cooking or physics or playing the guitar, once you're really going into it, you only understand that there's so much more to learn that you actually know that you will never learn everything. Do you agree? Or?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You can never learn everything because the ability to evolve anything is there. You know, the people who build all these buildings, they design these buildings because it's a natural instinct in them. They have we all have like different gifts and the ability to see things clear and other things not as clear. You know, for me, the moment I walked up to a piano when I was 5 years old and noticed that the notes went higher this way and lower that way, music became very clear to me. There was nothing I couldn't hear that I didn't know that this note's higher, this is a chord of, you know what I mean? And I thought that it was just everybody heard music that way. I didn't realize till later it's musicians who hear music that way, and people who know how to, economic geniuses see economics that way. It's a natural. I have a friend that can speak fluently 5 languages with no accent in any language. Where does that come from? You know, was it something? That was just, some people have a natural inclination to certain things so they can grasp them easier.
Yeah.
I used to teach guitar, and I'd have students that would come to me and they'd have a deep passion and love for the guitar, but they were totally tone deaf. You know, a guitar solo just sounded like a series of Morse code, you know, and they had no idea of of even the slightest, well, I shouldn't say the slightest, but, you know, the depths of music, you know, of the infrastructure of music. They loved listening to it and they liked the idea of playing. So those people, their passion drives them to slowly learn and evolve their craft. Meanwhile, that person, and I'm picking one in general, he owned a travel business. And he knew, destination places around the world, every exotic destination in the world, you know. And that's what he really liked. It was a natural gift for him, was that. So we all kind of try to find things to evolve our talent. And then I've had students that started way down, you know, way deep in it, where they just got it, like Dweezil. Frank asked me to teach Dweezil some guitar when Dweezil first started. And at first, when Dweezil started playing, he couldn't even play like one string without hitting 3 strings. And I'm like, oh my God, you know. In 1 week, he was playing. How do you explain that? And in 3 weeks, he sounded like Edward Van Halen. I mean, you know, mockingly, but, and I'm like, where did that come from? How can somebody have such a natural talent, you know?